There are a whole lot of lessons you learn on the gridiron. Great loss.
It's surreal.
Isn't supposed to be one of them.
Last night, it hit me pretty hard. Had a hard time sleeping, especially knowing that a man of his character in class was gone.
Daniel Maberry was the beloved head coach of the Mansfield high school football team. He'd been with the district more than 2 decades. We've covered him through the years.
Man of great character, integrity, a great leader of young men.
And the strongest thing about Daniel is faith.
And in those 2 decades, the relationships he built, both on and off the field, meant his fight against stage 4 non-Hodgkins lymphoma twice was never fought alone.
He was my best friend.
Not by a long stretch.
He always had hope. I always had hope. I think we all did.
Mansfield football coach Gregory George was with the Maberry family Tuesday when Coach Daniel Maberry, loved by players, coaches, and the community alike, passed away. He was just 47, a married father of 2.
Our community has lost just the most outstanding person that we could have.
Just look at the hashtag #MaberryStrong on social media to see just how far-reaching Maberry's impact was on the community. "I will love you forever," one player wrote on Twitter.
And that was one of the main things he preached, was finding joy, because he always said happiness was circumstantial, but joy is good in every situation, and it's lasting.
Just like the legacy Coach Maberry has left behind. In Mansfield, I'm Lauren Zakalik.